Don't forget, you can do your voting on DraftKings, and look at this, an overwhelming favorite to win this fight, Joe. Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
That's pretty crazy. That might be the biggest percentage we've ever seen lean towards a champion, but it's because she's so good and so dominant. She's just been absolutely spectacular in her short but amazing title reign. And as you said, she might very well be the best striker in all of women's MMA. She's certainly the best in this division as far as we've seen so far. She's a 6-time world Muay Thai champion, and what she's done inside the octagon has been nothing short of amazing. When you watch her fight, you're watching a technician. You're watching a cold-blooded, absolute champion who, when she got on that stage yesterday at the weigh-ins, could not take her eyes off Letourneau, locked onto her like a predator. Very, very amazing and just an incredible fighter to watch.
So the title is on the line in our co-main event. Valerie Letourneau, 3-0 in the UFC, started kickboxing at age 15. The champion, Joanna Jedrzejczyk, 10-0, 4-0 in the octagon, dominated Carla Esparza, and destroyed Jessica Penne.
In Joanna's last fight against Jessica Penne, you saw one of the most devastating strikers in mixed martial arts today dismantle her opponent.
Oh, nice snap in front kick.
Brutal elbow.
Jessica couldn't answer anything. She was just taking so much damage, so the fight just got worse and worse and worse.
How much more of this can she take?
It was one of the most devastating and vicious TKO victories we have ever seen inside the octagon.
Wow.
And that is enough.
Jessica did her best with what she had. She just didn't have the tools to answer back.
She sent a very clear message to everyone else in the strawweight division. She's not just going to beat you, she's going to smash you.
When I watch video from the fight or pictures, I don't like this drama, but it's my job, you know. I'm a good person, but if you're gonna be aggressive to me, then I must switch. Nobody gonna take this belt from me, that's all.
I'm there to get that belt also. I'm going to use every tools to win the fight. I'm working on everything.
Valerie Letourneau is an excellent kickboxer. She's a highly accomplished striker.
The same way that Joanna likes to fight stand-up, I like to fight stand-up. So I believe that this is where it's going to stay.
I want to fight with her so badly. I think she deserves it to fight for this title. This is what I'm waiting for a good striker.
For Valerie Letourneau, this is the most dangerous fight that is available to any 115-pound fighter in the world today. And for Joanna, this is the biggest threat to her title. It's an absolutely important fight for the UFC strawweight division.
Well, I want to get that belt, but I don't feel like that makes me a champion to get that belt from Joanna. I'm going to have a lot of girls to face before I feel like I'm really the best at 115.
Believe me that Valerie is afraid of me. She said that she wasn't impressed of my striking, but she gonna feel this Polish power.
Born in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Valerie Letourneau. She was involved in the first female fight in the province of Quebec. She has been a pioneer for many, many years, very experienced in her kickboxing and then in her MMA. First woman to fight in Nova Scotia, Ontario, and Quebec. Trying to become the 3rd Canadian champion. Also trying to bring another belt to American Top Team, so they put her right next to Robbie Lawler.
It's going to be very interesting to see how she competes going 5 rounds at 115 pounds. Consider that she's very big for this weight class, has competed at 135 pounds before. She should have a strength advantage. The question is whether or not it will diminish over the course of the 5 rounds, because she must have gotten weakened to get down to this 115-pound weight class. She looked very thin at the weigh-ins yesterday.
She has been here for 3 weeks, Joe, so getting that time change adjustment taken care of is a huge, huge factor in Letourneau's preparation.
She's very tough, Mike. We've seen her in some wars. The question is going to be whether she can deal with the speed and technique of Jedrzejczyk. She has good technique of her own, she has good power, and she is very, very tough.
That man, Roger Crawl, Joe, that is her striking coach. He said quite simply, fighters are born, not made. And Valerie was born to be a fighter. Single mother of her 12-year-old daughter, Gabrielle, raised by her mother, single mother, Valerie Letourneau. She has this inner strength, Joe, and this belief that she can do whatever she wants to do, not only in life, but inside the octagon. She was a fan inside Bell Center, UFC 83, the rematch, GSP Sarah. Since then, she has paid her dues. And here tonight, on this historic occasion, she is set to fight for the belt. Valerie "Trouble" Letourneau. She was relatively unknown. Joanna Jedrzejczyk, the first Polish champion in UFC history. The first female European champion. The third European overall, Andrea Arlovski. Boss Rutten, a 10-year Muay Thai veteran. Joe with 70 to 80 fights.
A six-time world Muay Thai champion, and before she entered into MMA, before the UFC started strawweight division, she was seriously considering retiring. Now she is on the verge of becoming a superstar. She has absolutely spectacular striking technique. She's one of my favorite fighters to watch inside the octagon. She dismantled Carla Esparza to win the title, and her performance in her last fight against Jessica Panay was nothing short of devastating. She is a predator, a real predator.
The champion steps into our Unibet prep point. Unibet, the official betting partner of the UFC. Former basketball player, she discovered martial arts, Joe, because her sister's boyfriend took her to do a Muay Thai class, and as they say, the rest is history. She says, I've been doing this job for 12 years. And she can dish out an extreme level of precise punishment.
Her technique is just so sharp. It's amongst the best in the world in all of MMA. She's arguably the most technical striker in the sport. Certainly one of the most accomplished.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Joe, truly one of the nastiest stand-up fighters we've ever seen.
She punishes takedown attempts like no one else in the sport.
She said, I'm too fast for all of them. They're too slow for me.
When she says it, it sounds cuter, though.
Yeah, it definitely does. She's always got a smile on her face. Fun to be around until right here, right now, when she goes to work and looks to remain unbeaten in her professional career. 28 years old, just like the bantamweight champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Our tale of the tape for this strawweight title fight is brought to you by wargaming.net. Let's battle. Letourneau 4 years the elder of Joanna Jedrzejczyk. She'll have a 3-inch reach advantage. For the official introduction, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. This fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Strawweight Championship of the World. Presented by Creed, starring Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone. This Thanksgiving, fight for your name. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 8 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, presenting the number 8 ranked strawweight contender in the world, the challenger, Valerie Letourneau. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a striker holding an undefeated professional record, 10 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 114 pounds. Fighting out of Olsztyn, Poland, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Steve Percival.
Okay, we've been over the rules in the change rooms. I need you to obey my commands at all times and protect yourselves at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Step back to your corners. Okay, thank you.
Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Valerie Letourneau. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Strawweight title on the line.
Okay, you ready? You ready? Let's go, lady.
Here we go. Letourneau on the white. Black. Joanna Jedrzejczyk, and our fight clock brought to you by Rise of the Tomb Raider. Available now exclusively on Xbox this holiday.
The question's going to be in this fight whether Letourneau decides to just stand with her or threaten with takedowns in order to make her hesitant in connecting with her strikes. Because if it becomes a straight kickboxing bout, she might find herself outclassed pretty quickly. But she can mix things up and make things interesting.
Both women with that kickboxing Muay Thai background, Joe. And Joanna talked about it a lot. Like, she was excited for this matchup because she'd love to stand and trade.
Well, Letourneau has done that in most of her fights. But there is a difference in speed and in technique that Joanna possesses. Look at this, though. Letourneau does get her down.
American top team trained. So you know she's got a ground game.
And she's the bigger girl.
Big time.
She has fought at 135 pounds before.
She does have 3 first-round finishes. She is unbeaten at 115.
And what's also important is that she got her to the ground without suffering any punishment.
Yes. Letourneau thrown right into the fire early in her professional career, fought the likes of Sarah Kaufman, Alexis Davis.
And Joanna is working the half guard here, trying to get back up to her feet, using that underhook, and she's back up. Nicely done by the champion. But Letourneau holding on to her here, and Letourneau muscling her, Mike. She's the bigger girl in there.
Looking for a knee there.
All the work is here, Val.
Roger Crawl.
Let's go. Head position strong. Elbows.
Good knee to the body by Jedrzejczyk.
Knee there. Knee to the body. You're breathing the whole time, Val. Mix it up. That's it. Knees to the quad.
Mike Brown.
Knees to the quad. There you go. Lock cage. You're good there. Your stuff there. Your stuff.
The way Valerie is grapevine the left leg of Joanna keeps her from pulling that leg out. And as she's holding on to that underhook as well, she's got a good grip on Joanna's body. And she's forcing her into this grueling style of fighting that we talk about all the time. The clinch fighting, although it doesn't look like much, is one of the most difficult aspects of MMA.
Good knees by both fighters there, Joe. And they break. Some swelling near the left eye of the champion.
From those elbows, most likely.
Yep. Letourneau with the kick. A lot of people, Joe, expected Valerie Letourneau.
Oh! Beautiful front kick to the face. Letourneau got hurt by that. She turned away, Mike.
Big strike landed by Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
And it looks like she's recovered. She's holding on to that headlock. She releases the headlock and goes to the whizzer.
Started to say, Joe, a lot of people thought that Letourneau would lose to Marina Moroz, but that was obviously not the case. Joanna said she is a clever girl. Good control on the ground, and almost knocked out Moroz. Final minute of the first round.
Good kick to the body on the break. Valerie willing to exchange with Joanna.
She is the bigger, stronger fighter, maybe just stronger, bigger frame, but they are 5'7", 5'6". Striking-wise, pretty good matchup. Quick leg kick by the champ. Up the middle again. Lightning fast.
Yeah, her technique is just so sharp.
Just gets out of harm's way.
10 seconds, buddies.
Head kick by Valerie, look at that. And Joanna comes back with an elbow.
Got ourselves a fight.
We got ourselves a fight indeed. And here's the front kick. Just rocked Letourneau. And that one stung her. I mean, she turned away.
Everything is looking nice.
Clearly
Let's keep
rocked.
our hands active in front of us, okay? She landed that kick because you stood right there, okay? Hands active, long hands, feint in the hands, right? That's going to draw all that stuff out, but you got to keep the distance. You gave her the distance to land that one.
Waiting a little too long. Waiting a little too long. Got to be first.
Everything behind the active feints, all right? Those hands active, throw the one, throw the two. You're in now, first round up, girl. Right? You control the position off the fence. She landed one kick.
Dobra?
One kick.
Rozbujaj troszeczkę ręce i frontkę, dobra? Okay.
The corner of Letourneau very pleased with the first 5 minutes. Roger Crawl, Mike Brown, UFC veteran, WEC champion.
Okay, you ready?
Round number
Come on,
two.
ladies, let's go.
Well, in the first round, Valerie instigated some good clinch fighting, brought the fight to the ground, but she did get caught with that hard kick to the face, which was clearly the most significant moment of the round.
Such quick hands possessed by Jedrzejczyk.
And she followed up with a nice leg kick as well.
Stay long, stay long.
Nice kick to the body by Letourneau.
She was very patient on that one, Joe.
Well, she hit it behind the hands very well.
Again, she throws that kick behind the hands.
Push it back. Once you get it going, girl, don't stop.
Corner of Letourneau wants her to engage and continue to put her pedal down to the metal and bring it to the champion.
One of the differences in when you see these exchanges is Jedrzejczyk tucks her chin, keeps her hands up high on every exchange, but Letourneau, she keeps her chin exposed. and she drops her hands.
Ronda Rousey's making headlines again, this time as the first female lead global cover athlete in EA Sports history. EA Sports UFC 2 hit stores in the spring of 2016. Pre-order your copy today at easports.com/UFC. Ronda yet to fight.
Valerie's got the leg.
She's caught it a couple of times.
Yeah, she's got her up against the cage here. Good knee to the body by the champion. Good elbow as well. Letourneau can't give her any space here because Joanna can generate some serious power in a short distance with her strikes. Right there. Nasty little elbow.
Grab the material, don't grab it top. Don't grab the shorts.
2 minutes into the second round.
Don't grab any clothing.
Nicely done on the exit.
Yeah, good punch on the exit by Valerie. She's got a little bit of a mouse under her right eye, though, Mike, from those elbows.
Both women very sound technically with their striking.
Yeah, Valerie looks particularly tuned in for this fight.
Two experienced Muay Thai fighters going at it.
She caught the foot again.
That's the third time. We hear Mike Brown and company saying, run through when you have that leg. Put her on her back.
Nice jab by Letourneau.
Just got out of harm's way. As did Joanna.
Nice leg kick by Joanna.
And again.
Valerie comes over the top. You hear a corner yelling for her to follow it up. This is a very interesting exchange, Mike.
Absolutely. Very even. Here in round number 2.
Letourneau with the right hand.
Kick was checked and she followed it up again.
Letourneau with 2 hard right hands. She's doing very well in these exchanges, Mike. Surprisingly well.
Looks outstanding.
Well, I think she's rising to the occasion. This is the most important fight of her career, and she's fighting the best we've ever seen her inside the octagon against clearly her best opponent.
As she had said, she's paid her dues. Very close statistically in head strikes landed. Trying to bring a belt back to Canada.
Using good distance too, Mike, sliding just out of the way of a lot of those leg kicks, and then landing that good kick to the body. There was a nice exchange.
That's what we're accustomed to seeing from Jedrzejczyk. Punches and bunches.
Good right hand by Jedrzejczyk.
She's got such great hand speed.
And again, the way she throws them so technical. Keeps that chin tucked, fires those combinations.
Switched her stance momentarily.
Off the hands, let's go!
Good head movement by Valerie.
10 seconds, ladies.
Good inside leg kick by Valerie. She can't get lazy in those exchanges, though. She can't drop her hands.
Zmniejszamy tempo, dobra?
And her coach is just telling her to change the tempo around.
Wszystko w porządku?
She's feeling great.
Wyprzedzaj ją, już jest uśpiona, już dostała. Konsekwentnie odbijasz low kick, konsekwentnie, tylko nie pusty, nie marnuj energii. Przedni prosty, tylny los, dobra? Tylko to. Raz na jakiś czas tylna noga front, nie przednia, nie przednia. Tylko tylna, po low kicku. Low kick rzuć fajnie, a za chwilę front w głowę, bo to wejdzie. Dobra? I jak czujesz tą akcję z przekrokiem, to co robiliśmy tylny, prosty, czyli lewy prosty i prawy sierp głęboki, dobra?
You hear me? This is exactly what we done in training, okay?
Waiting too long. We gotta be
You're waiting too long. You gotta go first, okay? Follow up off that right hand. Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Step back. You got your mouth guard?
Kahili, Christie. Joanna Jedrzejczyk, Valerie Letourneau. Title on the line.
You ready? Round 3. Come on, let's go, ladies.
Round 3.
There you go. Let's do it.
You heard the corner of Letourneau saying, don't wait. Be aggressive. Beat her to the punch.
Letourneau's starting to welt up on that left leg, Mike, from those kicks by Jedrzejczyk. She's got the clinch here. And Jedrzejczyk is just nasty with those elbows in those tight spaces.
To the body.
Letourneau lands a couple good lefts.
Good work in the clinch by both fighters.
Now Joanna's got a hold of her.
We've seen Joanna be just lethal from this position.
Well, Letourneau's doing a good job of holding onto the bicep and trying to keep that from happening.
She's really good, Joe, at throwing strikes on the break. Leg kicks. And there's another right there. 15 and counting. Joe pointed out the damage to the lead leg of Letourneau from those kicks.
She's still moving very well on it, though. But there, she ate that one hard.
Absolutely.
That one buckled her a little bit.
She was able to turn the hip over on that one. 3.5 on the clock here in round 3.
In those exchanges, Valerie is open to a head kick on the break, and that's one of the things.
Well, right in the middle. Well done. Valerie more frustrated than anything else, getting fooled by that one.
She got stung. Her corner was calling, Jedrzejczyk's corner was calling for her to throw that high kick. There's a good kick to the body by Valerie.
See if Joanna looks for it again, Joe. That kick just goes right through the guard of the opponent. Hands are out, right up the middle. Great connection made by Jedrzejczyk.
Another nasty leg kick.
Yep.
Halfway, Bell, halfway.
Again up the middle. Try it on the left.
And Valerie caught it again. Landed a couple good punches there.
Watching all the video of Jedrzejczyk's training, you know she's in excellent condition.
2 minutes.
Listen in to Mike Brown and Roger Crawl.
More than 1 2-piece, Val. Let's go.
Nice inside leg kick.
Reset it, right back. Drive.
Let's go low, let's go low.
So quick.
Chop it down.
There's another nasty leg kick there.
Off that line, let's go.
Jedrzejczyk is starting to open up.
Chopping down that lead leg. Strong round 3 for the champion. Great range utilized by Jedrzejczyk.
Good exchange there from Letourneau.
Trying to go in, get out, and stay just out of the way of her opponent's punches. Nicely done.
Nice kick to the body by Jedrzejczyk.
A lot of swelling under the right eye of Letourneau.
This is shaping up to be a much less effective round for Letourneau and a more effective round for Jedrzejczyk. She's really messing up that left leg. It's starting to swell up bad, Mike.
Valerie's movement looks okay, Joe, but for how long?
Well, she's tough. I mean, it's one thing we know about Letourneau. We've seen her in wars. We've seen her bust it up before and fight hard. There's a good kick to the body by Valerie.
10 seconds, ladies.
It's like we were saying earlier, the trainer said she was born to be a fighter.
Again with a leg kick.
Headed to the championship rounds.
Breathe. Let's go, girl. Let's get your air back. Breathe. Couple of deep breaths. Couple of deep ones.
We're gonna mix it up, Val. We're gonna change some things up. We're down 3. Let's take her down.
You gotta go.
Push her against the cage, clinch, and we're gonna get her down. Level change, get in on her legs or upper body. We've got to switch it up.
And those feints are drawing her off. When you keep your hands active and moving, when you're standing in front, she's getting to you first. She's landing the kicks first. We got to feint, make her attack, and then drive hard. 2, 3, 2. You're throwing a 2 and stopping, okay? You got to feint her, draw that out.
Here we see some of the kicks from Jedrzejczyk. This one goes right up the middle to the neck. Beautiful technique there. Catches her on the move. This one goes to the body. It was a good round for Jedrzejczyk.
Second title defense for Jedrzejczyk. Third career 5-round fight. For Letourneau, this is the first 5-round fight of her professional career. Round 4.
Now, Letourneau's corner calling for her to initiate the takedown, to try to get this fight to the ground. She did that in the first round. She hasn't done it since.
Jedrzejczyk finished Esparza in the second, Penne in the third. So she has been scheduled 3 times, but yet to go this deep in her MMA career.
Well, this is certainly the most competitive fight that Jedrzejczyk has had in her championship career.
For sure.
The Claudia Gadelha fight, though, was probably the most competitive fight of her mixed martial arts career. That fight was very close in a split decision for Jedrzejczyk.
She told Claudia Gadelha to wait her turn. That said, she may be up next for the winner.
Well, I believe she is. She's a very, very dangerous fighter.
Look at the leg kick advantage for the champion.
Hard right hand by Jedrzejczyk. She stunned Valerie there.
Frustrated.
Beautiful.
Is Valerie. She's caught the leg over and over, Joe.
She has, but she hasn't been able to do anything with it in the last couple of rounds especially. There's a nice kick to the body by Valerie. She just needs to be more aggressive.
Which is what her corner said, bring it to her.
Yeah, another excellent kick to the body by Valerie. Slides out of the way of that leg kick. Here's a nice jab. She's opening up.
Just what we thought we would see. 2 great strikers willing to stand and trade. Mike Brown did call for a takedown. Nothing yet in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, she hasn't even thought about it.
Nope.
Ooh, nice one. That made her limp. That one made her limp. That leg's damaged.
Nicely done on the return. Record-setting crowd. We're inside the Etihad Stadium in Melbourne. Up the middle. Caught her again.
Good kick to the body by Letourneau. Another one.
Set it up with the hands nicely there.
Yeah, she's doing very well with that left kick to the body. And again, that's been her most effective weapon in this round.
2 minutes on the clock.
And again, she throws it.
Round 4. Rousey and Holm next. Will the belt stay in Poland? Will it travel to the province of Quebec? And also Coconut Creek, Florida, home of ATT. Letourneau up the middle with the kick.
Joanna seems more prepared to return combinations, though.
Yes.
leg kick. Good right hand. Letourneau presses forward. Excellent movement by Letourneau, too. She went up the middle again. Good combination there. Another good left kick to the body.
Yep.
She's really been effective with that when she pulls the trigger on it.
Man, they're so nasty.
Yeah, she's forcing her to switch stances a bit. And there, another one, another nice kick. That means she's really done well with that kick.
That leg's all kinds of beat up. 30 seconds. Look at the leg kick advantage. Plus
Beautiful,
36.
beautiful right hand by the champion. Another one. Front
Final
kick.
seconds of round 4. The leg kick, her best weapon, and her combinations, Joe.
Oh, unquestionably, her leg kicks have been outstanding. Combinations on the break. She's been quicker on the trigger, and she's been the one that has the answers to the exchanges. As they pull away, she's the one who's been landing the shots. But Valerie has had some good success, particularly with that left kick to the body and with some punches. But as you can see by her face, she's the one that's been taking more damage.
You need to finish.
And here we see the champion open up. Here's a nice right hand. And here's a beautiful leg kick to that already damaged left leg. And there's a nice left hand by Letourneau and a right uppercut behind it. Boom.
Perfect placement.
And the right leg kick right behind it.
Okay, you ready? You ready, last round? Come on, let's go.
Fifth and final round. 5 minutes remain. Nearly 200 total strikes thrown by Jedrzejczyk.
Oh, man. They're going for it in this final round. Good right hand and a good leg kick, left leg for Letourneau. Letourneau tucking her chin better in this round as well. Nice jab.
A lot of mutual respect in this fight.
There it is again. Beautiful. She shields that so well behind the hands. It really has been her best weapon. Again with that leg kick. Nice elbow on the break.
Light on her feet. And Jedrzejczyk looks to be the aggressor once again. To the body. Oh, well done. Joanna was talking about, Joe, when she was in Muay Thai, she would fight about every 3 weeks. Wants to stay busy now that she is inside the octagon as a UFC champion. That elbow again.
Another hard leg kick by the champion. And
Turtle's got to do something big, though, partner.
Yeah, she certainly does. I mean, if she wants to win this fight, it's got to be most likely by knockout or submission. But she's got to stop. Beautiful jab. There's that leg, that left leg again.
3 minutes remain. Both women leaving it all in the octagon here in our co-main event. Quick elbow again. So good with those elbows on the break. So effective with those damaging leg kicks.
Yeah, she has devastated that left leg of Letourneau. Again, another hard one. Beautiful jab to the body, too.
Midway point of our 5th and final round.
Letourneau's got to go into desperation mode. She
Right
wants
up
to
the
win
middle
this
again.
fight. There's really no other way.
She's got to know that, Joe.
Fingers.
That left leg is a mess.
2. Nice lead hook. Tons of swelling on the face of Letourneau, especially that right side, Joe.
Yeah, that eye she's had problems with in the past as well, and it is really swollen now, Mike. It looks pretty nasty. And Joanna just opening up.
Crowd reacting as time ticks away. See that sneaky elbow again? Outstanding Muay Thai.
And she switched stances, perhaps to go with the inside leg kick now. It might be her shin.
Under a minute.
Joanna might have switched stances because she hurt her shin. Nice uppercut.
Under a minute remains in our title fight.
There's an eye poke there.
Valerie.
Wow,
Stay
Valerie's
there.
eye is a mess.
Sorry, Valerie. Go over there. You good? Okay. Fight.
They continue. 40 seconds on the clock.
Man,
leg kicks.
Just beautiful Muay Thai.
Oh. Final 10 seconds. 10
seconds, lady.
Again with the leg kick. Man.
They fight to the finish. Here, Melvin. And the most interested fan of this fight, that young lady, Claudia Gadelha. She says she's next.
I think she said she's number 1. That's a little bit more than being next. This is a very competitive fight. I think Joanna definitely won it, but I think Valerie made a very good, she had a very good performance. I think she fought better than a lot of people expected her to. She made it competitive, and she showed that Joanna can be hit.
Look at the number of head strikes for Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Letourneau, though, as you pointed out, Joe, stayed busy herself, but the big statistic, 60 leg strikes for the champ, only 9 for the challenger.
Yeah, many, many more leg kicks for Joanna, but Valerie landed quite a few punches to the head.
Take a look at our fight replay brought to you by Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
There's that beautiful front kick up the middle by the champion. And there, Valerie lands a grazing kick of her own. There's a nice right hand by Valerie. And there's that kick to the body that Valerie used so successfully. That one was partially blocked. And Joanna with a nice straight right hand down the middle. And that was really the story of the fight in a lot of ways. That leg kick, Joanna just had it on point. There's a nice uppercut by Valerie. There were some good exchanges in this fight. Like I said, I mean, Joanna won the fight, but it was a competitive fight. And there you see her getting tagged again with an uppercut and then a left hook behind it.
Time now for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. Once again, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-46, and 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
I'm here with the champion, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. First of all, Joanna, congratulations on defending your title. This was a fight that you wanted. You wanted this type of a fight with someone who would stand with you and exchange, and it turned out to be an excellent and a very competitive fight. Give us your thoughts on it.
Yeah, thank you guys. You're amazing. I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Dana, Lorenzo, all UFC team from Canada, from US, from England. Thank you so much, guys. You are amazing. I'm happy to be here and fight on this amazing show. Yeah, I said Valerie going to be tough and hard opponent. You know, you're not gonna always win easy. You know, so I always want to fight with the best, and Valerie deserves it completely. Thank you, Valerie, for this fight. You're tough. Thank you so much.
Was this how you thought the fight would go down? Did you think it would be along these lines?
I expect very long fight, 5 rounds. Yeah, but I feel great. Preparations went so good, so I'm happy.
Congratulations on a victory in a very tough fight, an excellent fight to watch. Congratulations on retaining your title. Joanna Jedrzejczyk, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm here with the challenger, Valerie Letourneau. First of all, Valerie, congratulations on an excellent effort. It was a very hard-fought fight. You landed some great shots. You made it very competitive, and the crowd here obviously enjoyed your effort. Give us your thoughts on the fight and what, if anything, was surprising to you.
To be honest, nothing really surprised me. She did exactly what I thought she was going to do. I didn't respond as good as I wanted to.
Well, you shouldn't be hard on yourself. You were fighting the #1 fighter in the world in your division, and you fought a very hard fight, and it was an honor to call your fight. Thank you very much. Valerie Letourneau, ladies and gentlemen.
She brought the fight to the champion, and what a great and entertaining title fight in the strawweight division for this record-setting crowd here at UFC 193. Champions all over. How about Michelle Payne, the celebrated jockey who just had that historic winning ride and captured the 2015 Melbourne Cup, the first female to win in its 155-year history. Main event still ahead.